Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whoever may be watching this, wherever you are. First and foremost, happy you're here. My name is Kayla. I also go by Yolanda, Koala Yolanda, whatever it is that floats your boat. But here I am, just doing my eyebrows. I decided to start recording content just for the sake of having something to do for myself outside of work. It's just one of those things that allows me to be creative, and I'm just decided to take the leap to start posting these things online, so you guys be kind. But again, here I am just doing my eyebrows, and later on in the video I'm going to start on my lashes. I'm just getting back from a trip and cleaning up the eyebrow job I've already done on myself. I think I did a pretty good job. This is my first time in years, and my first time successfully doing my brows and my brows myself. Yeah, I just got back yesterday, and today I've just been really, really in my head. So I decided to do this and again record just to give myself something to work on later, just to allow me to get some things off my chest, and also, like I said, just use that creative muscle. The trip that I had, and there's my kitty. Her name is Crystal. We call her Crystal Cakes, Chrissy Cakes for short. And she's just watching out for me. That's all. She's a sweetheart. But yeah, today was my first official day back after traveling from Phoenix, Arizona, where I had a really great time. My birthday was Friday, August 2nd. Shout out to any Leos who may be watching this. And I enjoyed myself. Maybe a little bit too much, because today settling back into being home again feels unsettling, ironically, and I'm not exactly sure why. I know that one thing I told myself this year was that I would start doing a lot more for myself, hence me recording content and even having this discussion with whoever may be watching this. But I think that I had such a good time that now everything just feels a little dull. Has anyone else ever experienced that? I know it's normal to a certain extent to come back from vacation feeling a little deflated. Is that normal? To feel deflated after vacation, or are you supposed to feel invigorated? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I had such a good time in Arizona. It's always been one of those places I've wanted to visit. For what reason, I don't know. I've just always felt super called to it. I didn't grow up on the West Coast. I've never visited the Southwest region. It was all new to me, but it just felt perfect. Like, since this year, I've been a little bit more mindful, and I think it's because maybe I'm in my 30s. I know myself a little bit better, or I'm more familiar with myself now as an adult, but I've noticed a lot more, like, I'm just really out of alignment in a lot of different ways, but I think it's even more apparent now that I've come back, because I just feel completely out of place. I was out there with someone, and we both said it felt like stepping into a portal. There's just an energy in Phoenix. If anyone has ever been there or is from there and can speak to what I'm speaking or what I'm discussing or what I'm trying to explain, I would really appreciate some validation. There's a strangely magical energy to, I don't know if it's the entire Southwest. I sort of felt this way when I visited Palm Springs. Phoenix and Palm Springs remind me a lot of each other, but even more so in Phoenix. There's just a heavy, and it's not even heavy. There's just something in the air there that's very thick, but it's also very light. It sort of felt like stepping into a portal. I know this sounds crazy. It felt like stepping into a different reality. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. It just has me really thinking about a lot. I really do feel different coming back from the trip. And I don't mean to sound like woo-woo, deeply heavy spiritual. Although I do think it was a spiritual experience, even though I really didn't even do anything super heavy. We just did some regular things like, explore the city. We went and saw the Grand Canyon, which was nice. But I don't know. We drove from Vegas. So it was almost like that drive down from Las Vegas to Phoenix. That's where I really felt it the most. There was even a moment we were listening to an album in the car. There was even a moment where we just had to turn it off for a minute and say, like, we just need to, like, pull over. I kid you not, pull over, turn the music off, and just meditate for a minute, because there was something really significant just in the air. And I really can't find the words to describe it, but it wasn't anything, negative or daunting or scary. It just felt deeply spiritual. Like I said, it felt like stepping into a portal. And now that I'm home and I have the awareness of this other reality, I just feel a deep, deep sense of just feeling I feel it in my stomach. I just feel extremely unsettled. Maybe there's something to that. I think that's what the sacral chakra. I got to do some research to refamiliarize myself. But yeah, that's essentially what's going on with me. That's been what's going on in my head all day today. There have also been, not to get too personal, but there's also been some things going on with work that haven't felt good. So I'm not excited about getting back to work tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I turned 31. I'm officially like in my 30s now. And ever since I was a kid, I've always said, I think I'm going to enjoy my 30s. Like, I can't wait to be in my 30s. And I'm excited to be here now, but I just feel like I need to get into alignment. So whatever that may be, whatever alignment is, I'm just here to try to figure it out like everyone else is. But yep, here I am just finishing up my lashes. And this is also a new thing for me. I'm not a beauty influencer. I'm not necessarily a beauty girl, but over the last couple years, I've been trying to learn how to be more self-sufficient when it comes to that. I hate going to nail shops. I'm wearing press-ons. I don't hate going to the hair salon. If I could afford it and if it was in my budget, I would go every 2 weeks. That's one thing. The two things I've always said. Once I have the means, one of the things I'm doing is I'm getting a hairdresser to either make house calls, or I'm going every couple weeks and I'm getting a personal driver. But that's a story for another day. I'm not going to get into all that right now. But yeah, I've never really been a beauty girl. I was really proud of how this came out. I hope I didn't dump too much on this video. Just had some things to get off my chest. But what better way to talk about it than to film some content? This is so new to me. I was born in the early 90s. I'm not a content kind of person. I'm actually very private. So I hope to remain consistent. That's my intention. I have a lot planned for the second part of the year, and this is something I really want to focus on. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video, or you'll see me. Maybe Crystal too. Say hi.